And away we go. Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. My name, David Bradley, training, facilitator, and coach. That is a new title for me over here at Cardone Training Technologies, so I can't spit it out as fast as I could bang out Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. So, new title, new opportunities for both of us, as a matter of fact. Today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about the 4 reasons why freedom is essential. But first, if you are just joining us, allow me to just say, first timers, welcome. For those of you that have been coming back over and over again, thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate your time, your engagement. If you're loving it, make sure that you've subscribed to the Cardone Solutions Podcast so you don't miss an episode. First timers, throw down a subscribe, would you? And then also, if you're getting something out of it, if it is helping you, if you're finding benefit from it, do me a favor, share the sucker. Get this out into cyberspace, right? Service is always going to be senior to selling. Give. These are core tenements in our company. These are core tenements and beliefs of mine. They are principles. So if you can help me spread the message, if it is serving you, I guarantee you somebody else needs to hear it too. So make sure you get it out there. If you are a first timer, what happens on the Cardone Solutions Podcast? It's very, very simple. I go out into cyberspace and I'm going to find some of the free content that Grant puts out there. 85% of what we do here, 100% free. That should be a philosophy of yours as well. So I want to make sure that the free content that you are digesting, that you are absorbing, that you're getting maximum value from it, and that you are able to take it and plug it into your sales and your business and your life. This could be anything. Could be a blog post. Could be a tweet that Grant threw out. Could be an email that got sent out to the group. But I'm going to take it, I'm going to break it apart, I'm going to dissect it, I'm going to put some action ideas on it so that you can take it and then plug it into and get results in your sales and your business and your life. That's what's going on the Cardone Solutions Podcast. Now, before I get into the 4 reasons why freedom is essential, let's have a quick word from our sponsor, shall we? Today's episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast is brought to you by Grant Cardone Coaching. What happens over at Grant Cardone Coaching? Well, number 1, you get to work one-on-one with me, directly with me. If you're a manager of a sales team, okay, this is for you. Pay attention to this. 82% of managers we work with literally have no time to train and develop their people the way they wish they could or should. Is that you? Okay. Additionally, there is an 88% improvement in productivity and production when coaching is involved. So, this is where we come in. We are going to take the reins and take the load off of you and put it onto us. So what would happen is once a week, we're going to hop on a Zoom call with you and your sales team. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to actually assign homework for these guys to go through. They're going to watch a certain number of video segments specifically towards a target that you feel like these guys need help with. So what would it be worth if you could just spend 2 weeks on teaching your people how to prospect and generate their own traffic? Independently of your ad budget, what would that be worth? If every single one of them could bring in, what if every one of your salespeople had a book of business so deep that they didn't even need your ad budget? What would that be worth to you? Okay. We can do that for you, and we can do it in 2 weeks. Okay. And that's just one. We've got over 34 managed learning courses and coaching that we can deliver to you and your people. So if you want to get more information about this, fire an email off to david@grantcardone.com or call 310-777-0352. Happy to have a short conversation with you, show you some ways we might be able to partner up and work together. Cool? Yeah, it is cool. I've been doing it going on week 3 now, and it's awesome sauce. All right, so 310-777-0352 or david@grantcardone.com. Hope to hear from you. Okay, so here we go. 4 reasons why freedom is essential. Not just a good idea, essential. So now you as a person, you very well may have your own opinion on the subject of quote-unquote freedom. What that word means a little something different to every single buddy. Right? But I'm going to bet that if you like me, here's what I'm trying to say. You probably value freedom as much as I do. And as much as everybody over at Cardone Training Technologies, for that matter. It's a big thing for us. Okay? So Grant has 4 reasons why freedom is essential in our lives. I'm going to give them to you, and I'm going to break them down as I go through them. So if you're taking notes, feel free to write these down and start making sense of these in your own life. Okay. Number one, freedom gives the opportunity to speak, act, and pursue happiness without restrictions. And that is literally the very definition of the word. And in these United States of America, our Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, it grants us the freedom to speak our mind, move freely, and work to create in our lives, create happiness, that is, work to create happiness in our lives without any restrictions at all. Assuming you don't hurt somebody else in the process. 2, freedom leads to full expression of creativity. Now, what did In Vogue say back in the day, right? I ain't going to try and sing it, but you're already singing it in your head, right? Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Yes, I just quoted In Vogue on the Cardone Solutions podcast. Okay, what blocks do you have, though? This is about you. What blocks do you have that are limiting you and your creativity? What do you need more of right now? The blocks or the creativity? And could you let go of the blocks if you knew it would release your creativity? Oh. Letting go of the blocks releases creativity. 3, freedom increases productivity and a higher quality of life. So speaking of blocks, the opposite of creativity, or the opposite of freedom, the opposite of freedom is captivity. Yes? Okay. You are first and foremost a prisoner of what? Whatever is cruising around in that noggin of yours. Your thoughts, your decisions, and those your decisions about the thoughts you're having, and the decisions you make about the thoughts, and then how you perceive the world around you, the world that we live in. Those are either your thoughts or they're somebody else's. But these thoughts, they will, if unchecked, determine your actions, ergo productivity, and what you produce will determine the quality of your life. 4, freedom allows us to pursue success for ourselves. Quote, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, end quote. Declaration of Independence. Now, as a nation, I think it is safe to say that we are still, obviously, working on this. As a nation, we have erred horribly. And we have been on the wrong side of this quote a lot. And yet, there is purity in that sentence. It is true, and it is correct. This sentence is the goal. It is a founding principle of our country, and it starts with you exercising it and not being bitter about it. Let me say that again. This sentence is the goal. It is a founding principle, and it starts with you exercising it, not being bitter about it. Can you honestly say that you have freedom? And do you want freedom? And if the answer to that question is yes, then it comes back to you exercising on that sentence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's about you exercising that. Because here's the thing about freedom. Because to get freedom in your life, you have to take massive action. There's a whole book written about it. It's called the 10X Rule. Freedom is only going to come to those people who take action, because they are literally exercising the principles of freedom and creating it. not siphoning it. First in their mind, they create it. Second in their life, and third in the lives of others. That's the order of things. So when I talk to you about this starts with you exercising it, that means you create freedom for yourself, in your mind. Second, in your actual life. And then third, you go help other people do the same thing. And every single one of our programs was specifically designed to show you and help you do just that. Okay? Has Grant freed his mind? Does he have freedom in his own life? Are we reaching out and helping others? Damn right. Grant wants this for you too. Yeah? So when you think about your business, when you think about your mind, when you think about your life, is it running like a well-oiled machine? Because look, here's the thing. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. But you, the one listening right now, you are capable of extraordinary things. And if your belief is any different than that, then you're not free. Grant also teaches us that we must pay the price today so we can pay any price tomorrow. Meaning what? Meaning freedom is not free. It's going to require commitment. It's going to require work. It's going to require real effort. Not, hey, I tried hard. I'm talking about real effort. Freedom requires the right level of thinking, and it definitely is going to require a 10x level of massive action. And if you've been following Grant for any period of time, you already know that commitment requires time and money, which means what? It means you need to be investing in yourself. Invest in yourself, invest for yourself. Which is one of the reasons we just actually added a monthly subscription to our 10X income system. So at first it was annual, then it went to quarterly, and now monthly. For $100 a month, $99 a month, you get full access to Cardone University with over 800 business, sales, life courses. There's a private Cardone U Connect group over there on Facebook for you and everybody else so you guys can network together and partner up and help each other out. Exclusive live streams with Uncle G. Private Q&A with Uncle G. Access to all the new content. Live weekly training sessions with us. Okay, and then you get membership pricing on everything we do. So think about this for a second. If you're not already on it, right? When was the last time you spent $99? I mean, hell, if you divide that up, when was the last time you spent $3? And what was your return on that investment? Or was it just an expenditure? And the only reason you wouldn't do a program like this, the only reason why you wouldn't call me up to get coaching for your team, is you don't think you're going to use it. You don't think it's going to get used. You don't think you're going to show up for the meetings. And that means typically that you are stuck in some previous moment where you started something that you didn't finish or follow through with. And I just want you to know that just because you did that once, because I've done it, just because you did it once doesn't mean you have to do it again. Doesn't mean you're obligated to never finish what you start. You control your present, and you control your future. Don't talk to me about my past. I don't live there anymore. So don't talk to yourself about your past either because you don't live there anymore. Where are you? What time is it? Time is now. You're here. I'm here. We're here together. Okay? So take action right now. I promise you it's costing you more to not do it. It is costing you to wait. So if you're not on the 10X income system, head over to cardonesolutions.com/10X your income. That's cardonesolutions.com/10X your income and get started. If you've got a sales team, they need this stuff. Let's get them some coaching. 310-777-0352, david@grantcardone.com to get with me about that. So what'd you get out of today? Which one of the four really got to you, right? Is it freedom gives the opportunity to speak, act, and pursue happiness without restrictions? Is it freedom leads to full expression of creativity? Are you going to free your mind so you can be more expressive, be more creative, right? Are you going to use freedom to increase your productivity and create a higher quality of life for yourself? Are you going to allow yourself finally to pursue success so that you can have it for you and then you can give it to others? Which one? Which one? Okay. Thank you so much for being here. This has been another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host, David Bradley, training facilitator and coach with Grant Cardone. Thanks again. We will see you next time, and be great, as Grant says, because nothing else pays. See you soon.